Hello, my name is Kieran Dolan, and before I start this video, I'd like to make an announcement. A few videos ago, in my small DIY hydroponics video, which I can link up here, I called this EcoAir 2 pump loud, but at that point I got one and I had nothing else to compare it to, and I actually bought another one later which was much quieter. So I took the first one back to my hydroponics store and they gave me a new one. So I just wanted to let you know that I just got a lemon and that the EcoAir 2 is actually not that bad. I've got two running at full power right now. I don't know if the microphone stabilizes, but you might be able to hear with that. It's pretty quiet. Definitely fine if it's in a different room. It might be a little loud if it's in the same room that you're in, but you know, serviceable. Hello, my name is Kieran Dolan, and this is part 1 of 4 of my grow setup. The 4 parts are my grow tent, light and ventilation. The second part is my DWC plans and what I have to actually grow in. My third section will be my nutrients and what I'm putting into my DWC setup. And my fourth section will be my automation of this system via my project that I'm doing, which will be measuring certain variables and making all that happen. Anyways, let's get on with part 1. So, as you can clearly see, this is my grow tent. It's lit up right now, and there are plants inside. Now, it's a Viva Sun 3x3 by 6 foot grow tent, which was $100 on Amazon, or $99.99, whatever. And it's actually pretty high quality. There's a bit of a hiccup. Originally, I got it, and inside there was just the wrong poles. There was no way that I could actually assemble my tent, at all, really. So I messaged them after going through Amazon's terrible robot. It really was a terrible robot. So just wanted to talk to somebody and see if they could send out a part, but they made me send the whole thing back, and I got a new one. Actually, they sent out the new one before I even sent the old one back, so that was really nice. And when I got it, everything was in the right shape, and everybody got all the right poles. Other than that, really wasn't so bad. They gave me some tape to cover any pinholes. I haven't actually checked for pinholes yet, but I'll get there eventually, right? They gave me a coupon code just in the boxes, right? And the instructions, I will say, are pretty terrible. Pretty nice, you know. For $100, it's a really good bargain. And I think that the temperature control will make it a lot better for long-term use. And if you may have saw my other setup, it was almost double the size, and I didn't get half the coverage. I think probably got a total of 7 square foot instead of 9 square foot. All right, so I will say the holes for the ventilation, they're really interesting. They've got a dual sort of cinch mechanism. There's a cinch on the outside, but there's a similar, just reflective cinch on the inside, and so it sort of makes a sleeve around your pipe or electronic cables or anything like that, which is pretty nice. And I think that really helps block out a lot more light, because the holes are not going to be fully lined up unless you're really scrunching them together. But don't do that. Really nice. Let's move on. Right here, you can see the exhaust for my grow tent. I realize now I shouldn't have gotten completely flexible. I understand why most people don't use that, and I think I'm going to pick up some semi-rigid. One thing that might be interesting is exhausting that out of this room, but unfortunately for me, my grow tent is right in the opposite corner of where it would need to be to exhaust it out of the room. So another thing I'd like to mention, bit of something to improve for next time right there. This is something I'm going to change, because I personally don't like the way this ended up, and I think maybe the just the completely flexible has to do with this. But there's a clip right here, which I designed and 3D printed, and it holds this on the wall via 3M command strip. I think that this is actually a really powerful asset, command strips, and I've never used them before. And I think if I just hold this up here, it makes this a lot more straight, and I think that that's going to help a lot. So maybe zip ties will work, or I could make a ring style clamp that clamps, around to here. Of course, if I get semi-rigid, I might have a different experience, and I think maybe the clamping style would work better, and I can always make a bigger surface for a different command strip. I got a multi-pack, so that'll help. So yeah, let's head inside the grow tent. Oh, also, all my electronics are featured up there, or they're plugged in up there, and I've got a electric outlet right there. Okay, so we're here looking inside my grow tent. You can see the Mars Hydro TS1000 is really the powerhouse of this operation. This is brand new. It was $120 on Amazon. It was a really good deal. It came with some pretty nice stickers. It's got dimmable action here, and it really is just a high quality light. Check it out. Ultimately, if I want to daisy chain this, it already has that integrated, which is really nice. Everything came just almost ready to go, and came with 2 rope ratchets. That was really nice. $120, definitely worth it. This is just a Vornado fan. It's not oscillating, and I've already ordered an oscillating fan that clips to the bar here of your grow tent. That'll be here tomorrow. And I've got a carbon filter back here, just one of the cheapest I could find on Amazon, and a inline fan, which not the cheapest, but it was pretty dang cheap. So I plan to put a speed controller on that. Okay, so you can see in the back corner, there's a brown cable there, and that runs all the way down to the floor where my EcoAir 2s are. They're pumping air up to the DWCs. Some good clones have grown in there. Discussing everything in my grow tent. I also have this hygrometer, I think, by ThermPro, which is pretty nice actually, and I think it does give me a pretty accurate reading of what's inside of my tent, humidity and temperature wise, and it gives you a high and low. I would like to see an average, but I do think it's good to have high and low as well, because you can see what's going on. And I think that maybe when the light turns off, it gets colder, but there's a humidity aspect, and it gets down to 34 and up to 95. I'm not sure what that is. It might be just after I water. I'm really not sure, but higher ventilation is required. Hence the oscillating fan. Okay. Okay, so that was the grow tent and the setup inside. The next episode I'll be covering my DWCs and how I will be putting them in how I've been putting them in my 3x3 grow tent, and sort of everything that I've been using to grow lately. And then I'll also explain my nutrients and my automated setup. That being said, my name is Kieran Nolan. Thank you for watching.